In the high-stakes world of commercial aviation, few rivalries are as enduring or as closely watched as the one between Boeing and Airbus. As of 2025, this transatlantic duel continues to shape the global landscape of air travel, dictating the choices available to airlines and, indirectly, to the millions of passengers who rely on their services every day. At the heart of this competition lies not just technological innovation or manufacturing prowess, but a complex web of pricing strategies and deal-making tactics that have evolved over decades. These strategies are now being further refined as both companies adapt to new market realities, shifting customer demands, and a rapidly changing geopolitical environment. The starting point for any discussion about aircraft pricing is the published list price, a figure often seen in press releases and financial reports, but one that rarely reflects the true cost of a jetliner. For years, both Boeing and Airbus maintained official list prices for their aircraft. For example, before 2020, Boeing's narrow-body 737 and the newer 737 MAX models were typically listed at around $100 million to $130 million per plane. Airbus, for its part, published similar prices for the A320neo family, ranging from $100 million to $110 million. Wide-body aircraft such as Boeing's 787 Dreamliner were listed at $250 million to $330 million, while the Airbus A350 appeared in catalogs at $280 million to $320 million. Yet, in the world of aircraft procurement, these figures are little more than starting points for negotiation. Airlines, particularly those with the leverage of large or repeat orders, routinely negotiate discounts that range from 40% to 60% off the sticker price. In some extraordinary cases, such as massive fleet renewals or deals involving hundreds of jets, the effective discount can be even greater. This practice has become so entrenched that both Boeing and Airbus have, in recent years, stopped publishing official list prices altogether. The move reflects a shift toward a more tailored approach, with each deal reflecting the unique circumstances, requirements, and bargaining power of the customer. The art of discounting is central to the strategies of both manufacturers, but each brings a slightly different flavor to the table. Boeing, for example, has long been known for its aggressive approach, especially when it comes to defending its home turf in the United States or blocking Airbus from making inroads with key customers. This has sometimes meant offering not only steep discounts, but also a suite of additional incentives: free pilot training, spare parts packages, financing arrangements, and even long-term maintenance support. Airbus, while employing similar tactics, has become particularly adept at sweetening deals for large orders, often leveraging loyalty programs and customer-specific perks to close the gap. The scale of discounts can be staggering. Consider airlines like Ryanair or Southwest, both known for their relentless focus on cost. By placing very large, long-term orders, sometimes stretching into the hundreds of aircraft, these carriers have been able to secure prices that are believed to be as much as 60% to 70% below list value. In such cases, the total value of the deal, when measured against catalog prices, can run into the tens of billions. But the actual cash changing hands is a fraction of that total. National loyalty used to play a significant role in these negotiations, with U.S. carriers tending to favor Boeing and European airlines leaning toward Airbus. However, this pattern is changing. Fleet diversity, risk management, and production delays have led to more split orders, as seen in Air India's 2023 blockbuster deal for 470 aircraft, which included jets from both manufacturers. Airlines are increasingly willing to hedge their bets, balancing brand loyalty against practical considerations of delivery timelines, performance, and after-sales support. Customization is another critical lever in the deal-making process. Modern aircraft are not one-size-fits-all products. Airlines negotiate for highly specific cabin layouts, avionics packages, seating configurations, and even range enhancements or cabin branding. The degree of customization can dramatically affect the final price, as well as the value of ancillary services like maintenance, training, and spare parts. For manufacturers, offering flexible customization is both an opportunity to differentiate their offerings and a challenge, as it complicates production and supply chains. Beyond the direct sale to airlines, the rise of leasing companies has added a new dimension to the marketplace. Firms like AerCap, GECAS, Avalon, and Air Lease Corp have grown into some of the largest buyers of new aircraft, purchasing in bulk and then leasing jets to airlines around the globe. These lessors are particularly effective negotiators, leveraging their purchasing power and the flexibility they offer to airlines to secure some of the best deals in the business. Airbus has recently pulled ahead in this arena, with the A321neo proving especially popular among leasing companies due to its efficiency, range, and versatility. The competitive environment has been further complicated by the lingering aftereffects of the Boeing 737 MAX crisis, which saw the model grounded worldwide for nearly 2 years. While the MAX has since returned to service and Boeing has worked aggressively to restore confidence and regain market share, often by offering very attractive pricing, the episode has left a mark. Some airlines, wary of production or regulatory uncertainties, have turned to Airbus, whose A320neo family is now the narrow-body market leader. The A321neo, in particular, has dominated the mid-market segment, prompting many carriers to replace aging Boeing 757s and 767s with the Airbus jet. Yet, Boeing is far from out of the game. The 787 Dreamliner remains an attractive option for airlines seeking fuel-efficient wide-body jets, and Boeing's willingness to offer deep discounts on both the 787 and the 737 MAX has helped it secure vital orders, especially in the wake of the 2020 industry downturn. United Airlines, for example, has made significant bulk purchases of both models, leveraging volume discounts and long-term support agreements. Meanwhile, Airbus has capitalized on its production reliability and strong demand in Asia-Pacific markets. Carriers in India and China, facing surging air travel demand and needing reliable delivery schedules, have increasingly turned to Airbus. Indigo's record-breaking order for over 500 A320neo family aircraft is a case in point, highlighting the company's ability to offer both competitive pricing and dependable delivery. Deal-making is not limited to straightforward price competition. Both Boeing and Airbus employ a range of strategies designed to secure long-term relationships and lock in customer loyalty. These include aggressive offers to keep entire airline fleets standardized on one manufacturer, partnerships with leasing giants, and the timing of major announcements to coincide with industry events like the Farnborough and Paris air shows. Government support continues to play a role, with the U.S. Exim Bank providing financing for Boeing export orders and the EU offering subsidies and loan guarantees to support Airbus sales. Though these practices remain a source of controversy and occasional trade disputes, the competitive landscape has also been shaped by broader economic and geopolitical trends. In July 2025, a significant development occurred when the United States and the European Union reached a provisional agreement to maintain a tariff-free regime for aerospace products, including aircraft, engines, and parts. This agreement was the result of close cooperation between Boeing and Airbus, who recognized the mutual danger posed by escalating trade tensions and supply chain disruptions. By presenting a united front, the two rivals helped shield their industry from broader U.S. tariffs on EU goods, ensuring that the international flow of aircraft and components would not be further impeded. This episode illustrates a new, more collaborative dimension to the Boeing-Airbus rivalry. While the two companies remain fierce competitors in the marketplace, they are increasingly aligned when it comes to defending their shared interests against external threats. Supply chain pressures, regulatory uncertainty, and the sheer complexity of building modern jetliners have forced both manufacturers to adapt, sometimes working together to ensure the stability of the broader industry ecosystem. Recent airline deals provide a window into how these strategies play out in practice. Air India's massive 2023 order for 470 aircraft, split between Boeing and Airbus, demonstrates the growing importance of diversification and risk management for airlines. Ryanair's long-term commitment to the 737 MAX 10, secured through aggressive discounting and guarantees of ongoing support, underscores Boeing's willingness to fight for market share. Indigo's unprecedented order for A320neo family jets highlights Airbus's dominance in the narrow-body segment and its strong relationships with leasing companies. Delta's recent pivot toward Airbus A350s and A330neos after delays with Boeing 787 deliveries illustrates how production reliability and after-sales support can tip the scales. Looking ahead, the contest between Boeing and Airbus shows no sign of abating. The narrow-body segment remains fiercely contested, with Airbus's A320neo maintaining a clear lead, while Boeing seeks to regain ground with the 737 MAX. In the wide-body arena, the 787 and A350 continue to vie for supremacy, each offering airlines different blends of efficiency, range, and operational flexibility. Both manufacturers are increasingly creative and flexible in their deal-making, tailoring offers to the specific needs and circumstances of each customer. In summary, the edge in this rivalry shifts constantly, shaped by everything from product performance and production reliability to the skill of negotiators and the broader currents of global trade. If Airbus currently leads in narrow-body sales and leasing partnerships, Boeing remains a formidable player, especially in the wide-body market and in the Americas. Pricing is more aggressive and flexible than ever, with both companies willing to do what it takes to secure the next big deal. And as recent developments have shown, when industry-wide challenges threaten, even the fiercest rivals can find common ground to protect the future of global aviation. The race for dominance continues, but it is a race increasingly defined by adaptability, collaboration, and the relentless pursuit of value, both for airlines and for the manufacturers themselves.